Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with all the news of the Montgomery County Council for this third week in September. Starting with expansion plans for the campus of the University of Maryland at Shady Grove. Officials at the university have reached out to county officials for support to meet the university's growing needs. As Council President Valerie Irvin tells us, this venture will enable the county to assist the college in acquiring land for its expansion.
We know where the job growth is going to be from now into the future. It's going to be in the life sciences. So we're preparing young people and anybody who wants to retool to focus on a career in the life sciences. So Montgomery County is well poised to be at the forefront in the nation of creating these kinds of jobs for the future.
Concerns about crime trends in some down county parks brought council members from two committees together for an overview of these reports. Members heard how park police are working to address this issue with proactive patrols and community involvement.
It is important that our parks be safe, and by and large our parks are very safe, and our park police have done an excellent job of ensuring that, which is why in surveys that use of parks is very high and people have a very high opinion of them and their safety. When we hear about any issues that may be particular to a particular park or local parks, we want the park police to address that and be very proactive. And so we're going to hear from the park police chief about any trends that are worrisome regarding any parks.
The people who perpetrate crimes are getting very slick and very savvy about where they break into homes and cars, when they break into homes and cars, and how they hide themselves. And so I'm hearing a lot of issues from neighbors and constituents who live near and around our parks. They love living near parks, but now it's becoming an issue of how safe are these communities.
This week, a delegation of Chinese leaders paid a visit to the council to learn more about budgetary and oversight issues. The group is part of a University of Maryland program that hosts delegations from other nations.
One thing that they took copious notes on was my explanation of the school system, how much public money we put into the school system, and how much money basically we spend per student, which is, as I recall, it's somewhere between $10,000 and $11,000 per child in the Montgomery County school system. That number may not be exactly right, but roughly there, and that it's free to residents. The Chinese system is a little different, and I think they were particularly interested in that. Our commitment to education and educating the young members of our community has always taken precedent over everything else. And I am not sure that that's the experience that they have had in China.
During budget deliberations last spring, council members raised questions regarding the county's policy on take-home vehicles for both county and public safety employees. Specifically, the number of take-home vehicles and the justification behind these assignments. These questions were first asked by Councilmember Hans Reamer.
It's been a perpetual problem. The executive branch has proposed taking back about 14% of the vehicles and instituting new policies that they say will fix the problem of employees, not paying back the county for the value of the commute. What I am considering is whether this is something that can ever be fixed, because if administrators have tried so hard to fix it in the past and then a few years later we're back in the hole again, I think that's the history is a pretty good guide here on the future.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in.